The Bhagavad Gita, a 700-verse Hindu scripture within the epic Mahabharata, captures a profound dialogue between Prince Arjuna and Lord Krishna. Set on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, this conversation unfolds amidst Arjuna's moral and emotional turmoil over fighting in the war. Krishna imparts timeless wisdom, guiding Arjuna to overcome his doubts and fulfill his duties. Chapter 13, titled Kshetra Kshetrajna Vibhaga Yoga, or the Yoga of the Distinction Between the Field and the Knower of the Field, explores the interplay between the physical body, Kshetra, or the field, and the eternal soul, Kshetrajna, or the knower of the field. Through these teachings, Krishna reveals the path to self-realization, understanding the supreme reality, and attaining liberation from material entanglements. Arjuna's inquiry and Krishna's response. Arjuna begins chapter 13 by posing profound questions to Krishna that delve into the essence of existence. What is the field, body? Who is the knower, soul? What constitutes true knowledge? And what is the ultimate reality to be known? Krishna answers by distinguishing the transient field, which includes the physical body and all material experiences, from the eternal knower, the soul or consciousness that observes and sustains all. True knowledge lies in discerning this difference, enabling one to navigate the material world without attachment or bondage. Krishna elaborates on the field, describing it as the ever-changing material existence that encompasses both physical and subtle elements. The field includes the 5 great elements: earth, water, fire, air, and ether, the mind and intellect, the sensory and motor organs, and the objects of perception, such as sound, touch, form, taste, and smell. Emotions like desire, hatred, pleasure, pain, and fortitude also belong to the field. This description underscores the transient and impermanent nature of the material world, which serves as the arena for life's experiences. Krishna explains that the knower has 2 levels. The individual soul, Atman, is the consciousness that resides in each body, observing its experiences. The supreme soul, Paramatma, is the ultimate observer, pervading and sustaining all creation. While the Atman is the witness of the experiences of one field, the Paramatma observes all fields as the unified and eternal presence. Recognizing the supreme within oneself and others forms the essence of spiritual wisdom and paves the way for liberation. Knowledge as the path to liberation. True knowledge, according to Krishna, is not mere intellectual understanding, but a transformative way of living. He outlines virtues that lead to spiritual wisdom, such as humility, non-violence, forgiveness, detachment, and self-control. Krishna also emphasizes unwavering devotion to the Supreme, selfless service, and reflection on life's temporary nature. These qualities align thought, emotion, and action with eternal truth, purifying the mind and heart to realize higher spiritual goals. The supreme reality, Brahman, as described by Krishna, is the unchanging, eternal reality beyond cause, effect, and material qualities. It is omnipresent, illuminating all creation like the sun shining on the world, yet remaining untouched by the impurities it illuminates. Realizing Brahman as the essence of all beings allows one to transcend material illusions and align with the ultimate reality, leading to liberation, moksha. Nature and soul, or Prakriti and Purusha. Krishna delineates the roles of nature, Prakriti, and soul, Purusha. Prakriti is the source of all actions, material phenomena, and qualities, while Purusha is the witness, observing but not acting. Actions arise from Prakriti, yet the Purusha remains detached and unaffected. This distinction between the doer, Prakriti, and the observer, Purusha, is key to overcoming attachment, transcending the cycle of birth and death, and attaining freedom from material bondage. Steps to liberation. Krishna outlines a clear and transformative path to liberation in chapter 13 of the Bhagavad Gita, emphasizing 4 essential steps. The first is the recognition of unity in all beings. Krishna urges seekers to perceive the Supreme Soul, Paramatma, equally present in every living entity. This realization fosters a sense of universal oneness, dissolving barriers of ego, identity, and separation. When one sees all beings as diverse manifestations of the same divine reality, compassion and harmony naturally arise. The second step is detachment from action. Krishna explains that actions are driven by nature, Prakriti, while the self, Purusha, remains untouched. This understanding helps seekers disengage from the outcomes of their actions, cultivating a sense of freedom from attachment and anxiety. By seeing themselves as witnesses rather than doers, individuals can perform their duties without being entangled by personal desires or fears. The third step involves recognizing oneness amidst apparent diversity. Krishna reveals that all forms and phenomena are expressions of the one supreme reality. Just as waves are part of the ocean, every being and experience is rooted in the same divine essence. This realization brings clarity, helping seekers transcend the illusions of duality and fragmentation. Lastly, Krishna encourages overcoming illusion by seeing the Supreme as the light that illuminates all existence. Just as the sun reveals the world, the Supreme Consciousness illuminates the field of experience, guiding seekers to eternal truth. Through this understanding, one is liberated from the illusions of material existence, achieving a state of blissful unity with the divine. Practical applications. The teachings of Chapter 13 offer practical guidance for spiritual growth. One essential practice is meditation on the self, where seekers reflect on the distinction between the body, field, and the soul, knower. This practice cultivates clarity and detachment, enabling individuals to transcend material attachments and recognize their eternal nature. Krishna also emphasizes devotion to the Supreme, urging seekers to surrender wholeheartedly to Him as the ultimate knower and guide. Through devotion, one fosters a connection with the divine that strengthens resolve, deepens understanding, and nurtures spiritual growth. Devotion is not merely emotional, but an act of aligning one's entire being with the higher truth. Ethical living forms another cornerstone of spiritual practice. Krishna encourages the cultivation of virtues such as humility, nonviolence, forgiveness, and self-restraint. These qualities purify the mind and heart, making them receptive to spiritual wisdom. Ethical conduct creates harmony within oneself and the world, forming the foundation for inner peace. Detachment in action is another vital teaching. Krishna advises performing duties selflessly, recognizing that actions arise from nature and not the soul. This perspective liberates individuals from the bondage of karma, enabling them to act with freedom and purpose. Finally, study and reflection on sacred teachings, with the guidance of spiritual masters, ensure that seekers remain steadfast on their path. Deep engagement with Scripture helps resolve doubts and provides clarity on life's purpose. Key teachings of Chapter 13. The Bhagavad Gita's Chapter 13 offers profound insights into the nature of existence. One of its central teachings is the distinction between the body and the soul. The body, referred to as the field kshetra, is transient and subject to change, while the soul, the knower of the field kshetrajna, is eternal and unchanging. Recognizing this distinction helps seekers transcend the illusions of material existence and focus on their spiritual essence. Krishna emphasizes the concept of supreme unity, revealing that the Supreme Soul resides equally in all beings. This unity underlies the diversity of creation, offering a vision of interconnectedness and divine presence in every aspect of life. Recognizing this unity fosters harmony, compassion, and a deeper connection with the divine. True knowledge, according to Krishna, lies in understanding the distinction between the field and its knower. This discernment aligns individuals with eternal truth, enabling them to navigate life with wisdom and clarity. Knowledge is not merely intellectual, but an experiential realization of the oneness of the self with the Supreme. Finally, Krishna elucidates the path to liberation. Liberation is achieved through realizing the unity of the self with the Supreme, transcending material attachments, and embracing the eternal nature of the soul. This realization frees one from the cycles of birth and death, enabling eternal bliss and unity with the divine. In conclusion, Chapter 13 of the Bhagavad Gita is a profound exploration of the distinction between the field, kshetra, and the knower of the field, kshetrajna. Krishna's teachings guide seekers to discern the transient nature of the body and the eternal essence of the soul. By cultivating virtues, detaching from material experiences, and recognizing the unity of the self with the supreme reality, individuals can transcend illusions and attain liberation. This chapter serves as a timeless blueprint for spiritual growth, offering the wisdom needed to navigate life's complexities and realize the ultimate truth, the oneness of all existence with the Supreme. Please like this video, subscribe this channel, and share the timeless wisdom with the world. Thank you.